in a gallery. I'm with Polo Cuddy.
Yo.
We're at Polo Cuddy's. Is this your first solo show?
It's my first solo show.
Okay, his inaugural solo debut show. Big things are happening. It's a big gallery. It's got big paintings. We got a lot to talk about. First off, the painting I need the most help with, because I think everything else is pretty self-explanatory. This one, now I'm just gonna guess.
Okay.
This looks like something it looks like a Nigerian billboard.
Yeah.
Right? Anti-corruption. Which is like, isn't Nigeria the home of the telephone scam?
Yeah, they got the emails from
the email scams.
Yeah, email scams. Yahoo boys.
And like they're trying to crack down on basically like one of the exports. It's like, it's like if we really tried to crack down on like drugs, it would cripple America.
Yeah.
And if you take away the phone scams from Nigeria, you might weaken the infrastructure. Is that wrong to say?
Yeah, I don't know if it's wrong to say. I mean, a lot of people eat off the scamming over there.
A lot of people scamming's worldwide.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But if you have to make a sign about it, and you're gonna make
that's what's funny. Yeah,
it's probably a prevalent issue. Yeah.
I also like too that the sign is like, just don't be corrupt.
Yeah,
And I'm like driving down the street. I'm like, oh shit, maybe corruption is wrong. And I just from that point on,
I'm driving in my Benz.
Does anyone see this and say, God damn, you're right? It brings shame to you as a person, your organization, and your country. It's a wrap on corruption.
Yeah.
All the scammers out there in Atlanta, if you guys could just kind of take a minute and think to yourselves, it's wrong. You're bringing shame to your city. You're bringing shame to your people and your organization. Stop scamming. Leave our credit card numbers alone. All right. Now, this man, I mean, has probably been on the wrong side of one of those little devices, but I'm not saying anything. He can do whatever he wants. He's here to live his life. He's here to wear a ski mask. His name is Polo Cuddy. We're here at his inaugural show at the Good Mother Gallery, and we're gonna do a painstaking, piece by piece art talk. Okay, stroke by motherfucking stroke. Yeah. So here's the thing: is this the actual billboard, or did you move some people around? Because
I tweaked it.
Because this man, who's this guy?
That's John McAfee.
It is John McAfee. I knew him.
Yeah.
Okay. See, now it all clicks.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense. Corruption, John McAfee.
Yeah.
Software, antiviral software.
Yeah. Corrupted files.
Getting shit on in a hammock.
Shit around.
Where is it? Where did he post up with the
Belize? I believe.
He's getting shit on by Belizean women in a hammock. That's John McAfee's get down. They killed him. The government killed him, right?
Supposedly.
He accidentally hung himself.
Yeah.
Off of a boat or a tower.
Yeah.
He accidentally took too many oxys, something like that.
But I don't think he's dead.
No, he's not dead.
Yeah.
No, he lives forever in my heart and in my software.
This
Did he actually? Let me ask you this. I like the liver spot detail on the hand. It's really nice. But did he actually? Did this happen? This picture? Not to break apart your. I'm not going to get too in deep.
Like, was he used in the image for?
No.
Oh, like did he point
ever?
a gun?
Is there a picture of him with a gun?
That's a real picture. Yeah.
Oh wow. What was that about? What was he doing?
I think he was just being a bad boy. You know what I mean?
He's just being a bad.
Yeah.
Just geeked up in Belize off a fucking couple 8 balls in the jungle.
Jungle dust.
A little jungle dust. It'll get you going. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you're in the mirror with a gun to your head.
I've been there. I've been in this exact position before.
I've been in that position. We've all been here in one way or another. If the gun to your head isn't a gun, it might actually be a bag of Doritos or a credit card machine or your ex-wife. Who knows? There's always something pointing at your head that's going to eliminate everything. You know what I'm saying? The nuclear option is always an option, as I like to say. But anyways, okay, so I get it. McAfee, corruption. And this is taking it all back to the motherland.
Yeah.
The billboards at home. You went out there and got married.
Yeah.
Right? I saw it on Instagram. I think Urban was out there.
Urban was there.
Which is wild. Urban in Africa is like, that alone is its own spin-off. I don't know what he was doing out there, but and you guys had some barbecue goat.
Yeah, some barbecue goat. They blew up into this leg, inflated it like a balloon, and ripped its skin off.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I have no clue. But it
just for fun?
It was pretty crazy to see.
Just because they could.
Yeah.
So wait, they blow air into the goat's hide so they can pull the meat out?
No. It's like it's its ankle. Kind of just like split the ankle and just inflate the. It's like literally inflated like a balloon. It just rips the skin off of the meat, I guess.
Oh, it's an easy way to de-skin to get the meat out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that meat gets barbecued.
Then it gets barbecued, fucking marinated.
Marinated.
You know, I'm sure it's like suya seasoning. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little chili pepper.
A little overnight. The overnight.
It was right there on the spot. You know.
See, that's a real quick marinade in my opinion.
real quick.
I like to let shit marinate over a 24-hour period personally because I feel like the marination's not really getting in there.
No, you gotta let the juices soak. You know?
Right, 25-minute marinade is some bullshit.
Yeah.
You got to really marinate. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But that's just me. Again, I've never cooked a goat, and I've never blown air into a goat. Mm-hmm. I might have blown air into a lot of things, but just not a goat. So, okay. So look, this is the first piece of many that we're going to walk through. Is there anything else you want to say about this piece to the PTA Stratus PTA universe? PTA universe?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. That's really. I guess Stop scamming and
Stop scamming.
Stop scamming me. And maybe possibly Venmo if you could reinstate my account.
Yeah. I mean, I think Venmo is maybe scamming you at this point, right? We're all getting scammed consistently. We're getting scammed. I'm getting scammed right now by somebody. I mean, I want to say that, your work, I remember when you started airbrushing, and I was like, what's he up to? What's he doing? And then I watched it evolve. I mean, how long ago did you start actually airbrushing?
Like, shit. It's been a couple years, really.
Yeah.
I think I probably started taking it serious like a year ago. Yeah. So, like, I think, like, beforehand, like, I was kind of just, like, doing goofy-ass T-shirts and shit. I think, like, the first one I did was, like, R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. Doing, like, the Calvin peeing thing.
Oh,
with
yeah.
a fucking video camera pointing at him.
Yeah.
And I think I just wanted to draw jokes and shit with it. And then, I guess a year ago, I just started taking that shit, trying to do it on canvas,
Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah.
Full-size canvases, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a technical trade question.
Okay.
Airbrush maintenance. It's always eluded me.
Yeah.
I've bought many airbrushes in my time, and I just bought one the other day, and it broke in the first day.
Sheesh. Yeah.
What do you do? Like I was told, Jaleel told me that you just take the airbrush and put it in a thing of liquid, let it soak. So, how do you take care? Are you good with airbrush maintenance? It's a little delicate little tool.
They're pretty delicate. Yeah. I've gone through hella needles, hella nozzles. Like I guess just trying to like teach myself how to use it. You know what I mean? And maintain it. And I just use Windex.
You Windex?
Yeah.
And you just run Windex through while it's on.
Just squirt. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'll soak it overnight if I'm lazy and I don't want to like take it all apart and clean the whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
the last time I used one, which was this morning, I just dropped it in a thing of water and dish soap. I don't know, man. I don't have time. I don't know what I'm doing. But if you get to a certain level, eventually you'll have someone do that for you.
Yeah, hopefully. Right? Yeah.
You have your assistant. They clean your airbrushes. They present you with, here's your red, here's your blue, here's your black. You want to outline, sir? Here we go. It's time.
Clean,
that's the dream.
lubed, shined.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Just puts it in your hand. And by that point, it's just like you just hold your hand up. It gets deposited in your hand. You spray a line. You put it down.
Yeah.
Go smoke a joint. Come back later. All right, we're gonna move on to the next piece. Do you need a repo or are you gonna pivot? You're gonna swivel. Wait, is that on the Murray's? No.
Nah, I switched it up.
Okay, but that's not the. I know this is a Murray's can.
Yeah.
And if anyone has any experience with Murray's, I still have some in my hair from '92 probably. The shit is thicker than fucking I don't know what. But who is that? Who's this on the Murray's?
That's my dad.
That's your dad.
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody. I thought it was a 3-6 Mafia like side member.
Oh,
like I thought it was like I was like, who the fuck is that?
Wait,
Who's
Crunchy?
that? Yeah, not Crunchy.
Crunchy
or someone from E40's clique. Like one of E40's cousins. And what's her name? Sweet Sugar. I forget her name. What was it? What was E40 with the girl in the E40's clique called?
It was Sugar something.
Sugar
right?
tea. Sugar. Honey sugar. I don't know. Either way, but it's not them. It's your old man. There's your dad. And is that mom's right there?
That's my mom, yeah.
So the Murray's is a classic thick ass pomade. Do you still? I mean, I don't know, man. Murray's I had to graduate out of Murray's pretty quickly because it was too heavy for my hair.
I used to use it a lot. Now I'm onto like the Sporting Waves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little less greasy.
Yeah.
Water based.
And this piece is like what made you want to paint the Murray's can?
I was just going through like old photos at my mom's house, and I think I got to this one album that was like they used to own a beauty supply store.
Yeah.
So I was just going through all
out here?
Out in the Valley Panorama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was just going through all those photos, and I was just like, beauty supplies, and I was like, Mary's iconic. You know what I mean? Iconic pomade. Everyone says like one can lasts a lifetime.
That's a lifetime
you
can.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
One can,
like,
you're good.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real.
So I just kind of like used it to do this like metaphor of like, I guess, the union between my parents. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, oh, it's a lifetime's worth of love, like type shit, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I switched it to love and happiness.
So your parents had a beauty supply shop. And what's it like growing up? I mean, they probably were working pretty hard to keep that thing going, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just remember just walking around the neighborhood, just walking around Panorama and getting my haircuts there. And it's, like, Panorama sucks. You know what I mean?
Does
it? Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I
not
know.
a chill,
I
like,
haven't
not
spent
chill-
much time in Panorama.
Yeah, it's
personally.
not a chill place to kick it. You know what I mean? I call it Panorama shitty.
Is it
know?
hectic? Is it active? Like, what's
It's
the
pretty
deal at
active,
Panorama?
yeah. It's like Blythe, Willis, like it's all like
It's like
South
active
Side
and
gangs.
super dusty, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Like active with just no juice. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Active and dusty is a crazy combination because people are really bored, really broke, and really scary.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And a place like that, you can really get caught up quickly, and it's kind of desolate. You get landlocked in place.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Panorama City is like landlocked. You don't have access to anything, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
You know, even in South Central, like you can shoot down to the beach on the weekend, but Panorama is like a trek.
Nah, it's a mission, bro. Like,
Yeah.
where the bus comes like every hour.
Yeah.
Right? And you just take the Van Nuys bus up. This was before, I think, the orange line, right? There wasn't an orange line or the red line. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you're pretty much just there, you know?
Well, I don't know what else can be said about this piece, but
Yeah.
I get it. And I think sometimes, you know, maybe it's best not to say anything.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I ask you a question, you just look at me blankly. Let the art speak for itself.
Okay.
Or not. Then that's not much
We
of
can
a
try
problem.
that.
If you stare at me,
Yeah.
I'm not going to know what to say because that's really not how we're going to podcast. So we're going to have to talk about the pieces. But just like you don't want to over-explain your art, right? You want people to have their own interpretation,
That's true.
right? You want everyone to have their own experience.
Yeah.
Right?
You know?
So whatever your experience is with this, I had my experience, and he had his. And, you know, this is coming from a lifetime of growing up around, you know, hair products and hot hair and
Yeah.
a burnt hair smell, you know, all that shit.
Do-rags and wave caps.
Do-rags and wave caps. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do-rags, just all the wave caps you could
Yeah.
you could handle. You had a lifetime supply basically.
I had a lifetime supply. And
Yeah.
I went through all those like different colors. I had the little black and white Scarface,
Oh yeah.
fucking
That's the
two-tone
shit.
do-rag.
Yeah.
I thought it was the coolest.
I mean, you're not old enough to actually really experience like what was happening when the Jerry curl was in full swing.
Nah, I'm not.
But it was really, it was hectic for a minute. It was like the Jerry curl was ubiquitous. You can still find one once in a while, like on a bus driver or some shit.
Yeah.
Like you'll see one dude, you're like, damn, holding the torch.
Yeah.
And like that if you have a Jerry curl and you're driving a bus and you're like in your 60s or 70s, that means you've been rocking that thing since the 80s.
Damn.
Because you don't leave it and come back to it. I think once you leave it, it's a wrap. Right? Like
Yeah.
no one comes back to the Jerry curl.
I seen like in my parents' photo albums, like 'cause my dad used to, I think like cone or like DJ at a club in like West LA. And it was just like, it's like honestly, like it looked like the craziest times ever. It's like hella dudes in like shoot through shirts.
Yeah.
You know, like
see-through
halfway
shirts,
unbuttoned,
yep.
like Jerry curls.
Yep.
You know, dudes just had like, you know, 2 girls on each arm,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
it was like Mike Tyson in one of the photos. And I
Yeah.
told him like, y'all part with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You know, and I
Yeah.
was like, y'all on a different time, y'all
Different time.
never told me about, you
Yeah.
know?
Just going to the club with a python around your neck.
Yeah.
And like a mesh shirt, just like nipples everywhere.
Yeah, you know.
Crazy shit. Yeah, that was you know, Venice Beach on Sunday. You hang out and everyone will come out from like the inner city and you see some motherfuckers who like had not been out to the beach except for that summer, except for that week, and they would come out and like bring out the snakes and the mesh and the fucking crazy like just cruising. You're like, wow. You know, because like you got to go home with this. You got to drive home with the snake.
Yeah,
in your car.
yeah, right.
You know?
It's like after no hits, like damn, I couldn't pull no girls. Like
Yeah, you didn't
just
pull
me
any
and my
girls. And you got the snake.
just me and my snake.
You got to lift the snake and put it back in the aquarium. There's snake shit everywhere. It's you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to. We suffer for our fashion, right? You know, everyone's got their accessories. But damn, maybe someone needs to come back. Someone out there needs to start rocking a snake again.
Yeah,
you don't
that'd be
see
cool.
that, right? If
Yeah.
someone's new thing was like, yo, the new SoundCloud rapper just pulled up with a fucking python, I'm with it.
I saw a bag. It was like an aquarium, like a portable aquarium.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe
Okay.
like people could just bring fish with them. fish to the club.
A portable aquarium.
yeah.
Just pull up with your gecko and shit.
Yeah.
Drop it on your shoulder. Drop it back in the aquarium for a nap. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next piece. No, that is Usher.
No. That's yeah. Shorty Low.
Okay, I thought it was Usher. See, no, it's not Usher. Let's get into this piece. Unless you don't want to. Unless you
No,
just want
we can get into it.
Okay, let's get into it. What's going on here?
So it's a box of Baijian, you know what I mean? Me personally, I have a receding hairline, kind of, right?
This is a deep exhale.
Yeah, so, you know, like, it's been used multiple times by barbers without my permission to kind of just redefine my line.
Right, right.
And, you know, and Shorty Love, he was notorious for like using it to like kind of just like around his whole head.
Right.
So it would just like shine as if like he used like a fat Sharpie marker.
Yeah.
To just fill in his
like a pilot marker around your whole fucking
Yeah,
dome.
exactly. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, this was probably like this is like the first piece I finished for the show.
So explain so people understand what Baijin, like what it is actually for in regards to your receding hairline.
Shit, it's basically like paint, like hair paint.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that's how they use it on my head, so you know.
Are you still actively using this product?
I don't use it. They airbrush it too. They airbrush it onto your head too with a card to like get that sharp mark.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I try not to use it. I'll tell them not to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, who knows, man? This stuff is
right.
like,
It's not a good look.
no stains on the skin. Like this shit's toxic. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would do if they came to repossess my hairline. I might just have to go shave it.
Yeah.
You know, or just wear hats all the time. It's like it's a tough fork in every man's life. You know.
I feel like it's like I don't know if it's like if it's a confidence thing or just like a or you know like just a fear of losing your hair.
Yeah.
When people like rock like the comb over, like the bald comb over.
Yeah.
I seen it the other day. And I'm just like, oh, is this ironic? You know what I mean? Or like, do you really like
it's denial, man.
denial?
It's denial.
Yeah.
It's like really being in denial about your condition. The comb over is wild.
Yeah, the comb over's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
You
I've seen some comb overs in my day. There is one person who does it just to be ironic. That's Alexis Ross. He'll wear wigs, but he knows he's wearing a wig. He's just having fun.
Yeah.
But everyone else I've ever seen with the comb over is like there was a guy I used to know who combed from all the way back here and put it up front and then make this like a line. It was like and from far away you couldn't tell, but if you get close, you're like, wait a minute, all the hair is coming from one vector, and it's creating this like helmet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a trip.
That's a wild move.
It's a wild move. It's a bold move. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna keep moving. Now, this man is known for his antics.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. Let's tell him who he is and what he's up to right here. Because
Jimmy Butler. This is from his press photos right after.
now, here's the thing. Tell me like what his whole thing with the press photos, right? What's going on? Like, what's his deal? Is it because he's trying to go viral, or is this really who he thinks he is? Like, what do you think's happening?
I don't know. I feel like the dude like is just funny. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's trolling. He's trolling. He's just having fun with it. You know what I mean? Which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting seeing that like culturally things are so weird. Like you know, like I never thought you'd see black goth people.
Yeah.
Which you see a lot now. Mm-hmm. And it's like you got to think about like, you know, we do live in a dystopian future and things are changing very quickly. And it's like I was talking to my friend the other day. I'm like, imagine just getting like shot by a black goth dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the shit infiltrates into neighborhoods. Yeah. And then fools like, you remember when people were wearing skinny pants?
Yeah.
And they were like, fools were so angry about skinny pants. There was a rap group called like the head, I forget their name, but they had a whole song about not wearing skinny pants. Yeah. But all those dudes a year or two later were wearing the tightest joggers in hit like you could ever imagine. So like as a kid growing up, the mark of a criminal or gang member was like a big baggy fit. But then you see dudes in like pants like the tightest pants in the world sagging. Yeah. Like you can see the veins in their legs. But those are the ones that are gonna get active on you. Yeah, no, straight up. Right? And so it's interesting. Then you might see a guy with this cut pull up, and you're not gonna take him seriously until he pulls out the stick.
It's funny. I know a dude who it was in Oakland, and he was like a punk rocker type dude, you know. But all his brothers were like gangsters, and like this, like he basically would build guns.
So like ghost guns?
Yeah, ghost guns and stuff like that. So like he would look like, you know, like crushed punk, like dirty, like jean jacket, skinny pants, and then like have a Uzi like in a suitcase.
Oh,
you know?
shit.
So like,
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's actually pretty punk to build your own guns and like. Would he build them for? He built them for his family.
He would build them and sell them. Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
That's a legit punk enterprise.
Yeah, right?
Like, cause like you gotta think like punks are not really like no one's actually really punk. Like everyone's like a punk, but like are they really? Like there's a few people who are. Mm-hmm. You know, like Dead City Punks. I think those guys are actually really punks.
Yeah.
Like they're really about it. But like most people are not really about that life. But like if you're such a punk that you build your own, you're building ghost guns. You're fully anti-establishment at that point. Like you're fully into anarchy. You're like fuck the government, fuck the world, which is like you gotta respect it on some level, right? Mm-hmm. On all levels, in my opinion. What do you think, Jason? Ghost guns? Are you into it? A little AR-15 off the books. Nobody knows about it. Yeah, you can go light something up when you finally do go on your rampage and walk in somewhere with a trench coat. You want to have an untraceable gun.
Yeah.
Jay, what do you got a mic over? What are you sipping on over there? You're having a. How long have we been doing this show together? It's been like 3 years. And I plead with you. I go, please do me a favor, just out of respect for your inner organs and my sensibilities. Maybe just don't drink a cup of green dye on the air. It's crazy watching this man. Like he's literally drinking a cup. It's like it looks like my airbrush water. It looks like my one of my paint cans, right? He's literally drinking a glass of green dye with like chemicals. There's some caffeine in there, and there's probably some who knows what the fuck else.
Taurine, yellow 5.
Taurine, yellow number 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure that drink, like many things American, is probably outlawed in other countries. Like they outlawed. They finally condemned the Skittle in America. We've been talking about that a lot, and the Skittle's been illegal in other countries.
Yeah,
but that shit looks like toxic waste. And if it looks like toxic waste and it tastes kind of like shit, then it's probably bad for you. So I would say, Jason, if you have a chance, they make these little green shots. It's all natural remedies, not like the shit that's in Murray's or in Bajan. This is like a natural, a plant-based and whatever formula. I have one of those shots with a coffee. Now, I would think that possibly the coffee, which is beans and water, and the juice and my Magic Mind shot was just a bunch of different juices and natural ingredients. Probably is going to be a little easier on the liver and my body than this. But again, Jason's young. You got another 10, 15 years of abusing your body before you have to take stock of anything. The other problem with this is that you're having this and like, I'm guessing that's the only liquid you're going to have all day. Me today, this morning, right out of bed, 3 giant glasses of water just to start the day. Not bragging, I'm just stating the fact that I'm heavy into water. Speaking of water, we're supposed to go on this fishing trip. I'm going to go on record and say I'm terrified. I've never been. He informed me we're going 200 miles into the fucking ocean
at night.
At night, I'm actually having second thoughts, to be honest. I'm actually really scared because I've never been that far away from land. But there's not 200 miles out in the ocean. If something happens, we are dead. You understand? Like, if that boat catches on fire, like, there's nothing out there. There's nothing. None of us are going to make it.
Probably take like 2 hours for them to reach us. And that's like after they find out that we're like lost at sea.
After they find out.
Yeah.
And then we're in Devin's hands. Devin's like, that scares the shit out of me. Devin's like, I don't know, dude. Devin is a homie, but I don't know that I put my life in his hand, which I'm literally going to be doing next week on this fishing trip. Because also it's like, what are we gonna once you've seen the expanse of water, there's nothing to look at but the sky. There's gonna be no land.
Yeah, it's gonna look like glass.
We're gonna look
like we're just like sitting on this like glass table.
Oh my God, man. I mean, are we? And what's the plan? We're supposed to go out into this boat, and what do? We jump off and go swimming? We're gonna get fucking eaten alive. Like, there's nowhere to. I'm not even kidding. I'm legitimately scared. I've never been on a boat.
It's gonna be pretty fucked up. You never been on a boat? You said?
Maybe once or
twice.
Okay,
but you probably like a bigger boat, right? Not like a fishing boat.
Really. No? Not really. No.
Okay.
I can't recall ever really being. I mean, I've been to Catalina Island once, so I must have had to have been on a boat to go there.
Yeah.
But I was a child. Like I don't think I've been on an actual boat. Like this is a big ass this is like the boat that they caught Jaws with, right? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
crazy. I was thinking Dramamine for sure.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Right.
Why? You think I'm gonna get seasick?
I think so.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is everyone gonna get? Is it? It's not your first time. Are you?
It's not my first time. The first time I ever went fishing, I didn't get seasick. The second time I did get seasick. That shit kind of hits you pretty hard.
Why? You just doubled over?
You're just nauseous, and you just want to lay down, and like laying down makes it worse.
Oh,
you
no.
know? Yeah. So
No, man.
It's fucked up. Yeah.
That's not
You
cool.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And I probably will pack a couple shots of Magic Mind as if that's going to save me. But I tell you what I won't be doing. I won't be drinking no goddamn on this trip. But I will be having some Magic Mind. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Again, here we are. We're year 4 of Powerful Truth Angels. Can't get a battery. Cords are getting ripped out. We're losing chunks of footage. I mean, I don't. Jason's computer is exploding. I don't know. I don't know what we got to do. Is it time to? Do we just? Why don't we just instead of doing a podcast? Why don't we just like get a trash can, set a fire, and just invite people to come watch us talk? Because it seems like it might be more efficient at this point. Because the digital thing is, we're tripping over cords. I mean, these should be wireless mics, don't you think?
Yeah.
This is wild. We should have some sort of a lathe or something, But
lathe, yeah, that'd be nice.
a lathe would be nice. But we do have laths, technically.
Yeah.
Right, but the cord is not fun. I mean, someone's going to die here. What I'm vexed at.
Maybe just like labs for like something like this, right? When
Mans is vexed in Canadian. Mans is vexed because
Mans is vexed
because we lost a big chunk of the Kanye piece, and and like again, I get going on a rant, and I can't recreate it.
Yeah.
I can't. The stream of consciousness shit, you just can't get it back.
It's hard.
And Jason goes, go back and do it again. I can't do it again. It's gone forever. It's in the fucking ether. And I have a limited, like, there's only so much of this I can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After fucking an hour, I'm like, I have to go put my head in an oven and contemplate my life again because it's not easy. I know your job's not easy either, Jason, but I'm talent. You know what I mean? I'm the talent here. I need to be taken care of at some point. What do you think, Jason? Do you have anything to say? Are you just going to sip on the green juice? And I know Magic Minds, there's not enough Magic Mind that can fix this problem. I'm also having a problem because we're having a very small party in the office, and things are not going as they should right now. Man. And the budget's spiraling out of control per usual, and et cetera, et cetera. Que sera, sera, Hakuna Matata. Here we are at the next piece. Chief Dr. Polo Cuddy, African Power, Family of Wealth. Are you a businessman, political pastor? Are you a businessman, politician, pastor, musician, etc.? You want the whole world to hear your name, or are you a sickler? What's a sickler?
It's just someone that's sick.
Is that a Nigerian term?
Yeah.
How would that sound in native tongue? Like if you were like to say
like Yoruba? I don't
like
know.
Sickler.
Yeah.
Are you sickler?
He's a sickler.
He's a sickler. This one's gonna get uncanceled.
Yeah.
Look at this. What is happening here with these? What did you do here? I'm looking at your process. Did you stencil these letters? Because the stencils are like, this A is what's going on here?
Yeah. It's down there. It's just, it's all plotted out.
Okay, so getting uncanceled, political power, silent rich. I like. Yeah. I like being silent rich.
Yeah.
Like quietly, all of a sudden you're rich, and you're like nobody know because you didn't get a new car. You're not wearing a lot of new chains. You don't have a lot of new clothes, but all of a sudden you do have a really nice house somewhere that's paid off.
Yeah,
that's silent rich.
That's a little far away. Out the way.
That's the move, though.
Yeah,
right. Get a plot of land, maybe get a farm. That's the old. Again, I'll say this again. I say it on the pod. The ultimate sign of wealth these days is a farm. If you have a farm with some vegetables, maybe some livestock, you're set up.
Yeah.
Get your kids, you can homestead. Everything's going back. We're reverting back. People are starting to can their own fucking vegetables and fruits again.
Yeah.
The world's we're getting ready.
We're in a depression.
We're in a recession.
We have to farm our own foods.
We have to farm our own food. We got to can our own peaches. You can't rely on big Nabisco for the rest of your lives, man. This shit is Cheez-Its are not sustainable. You're going to kill you. They're delicious.
Yeah.
I'll eat a whole goddamn pallet of them, but they're terrible for you. They make a chemical that makes you want to eat more, and it's just satisfying enough so you have to have another one. Yeah. The chemical in it is, the way they craft the Cheez-It is, it's very satisfying, but not so satisfying that you don't want more. It's like it's edging you, so you just got to have one more. It's like it's crack.
It's like hot Cheetos.
Yeah. See, I don't have a yen for hot Cheetos, but Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Wheat Thins, bro. Are you kidding? Put a fucking barrel of Wheat Thins in here. You won't be able to stop me.
Can't stop.
Yeah. Yes. one more. Just like, because I got that mind, I have a very addictive, disgusting personality for things of that nature. So if we can cure our diabetes. I like this one, all money in. Cure disease, just general disease.
Yeah.
Buy property is what we just talked about. Business booming, I'm with that. I like business to boom, especially in a recession.
Yeah.
I like do as I say too, Dr. Polo Cut.
Yeah.
Bitch, do what I say.
Do as I say.
Yeah.
After that one, you might have to use this one.
Right. Get uncanceled. Yeah. Do as I say. And then get uncanceled. Do as I say. Get uncanceled. Successful BBL is sick. Because in my mind, a successful BBL is a BBL that you don't think is a BBL.
Yeah.
Where you don't look like the dimension of a tooth. Right. Where you don't look like a wisdom tooth. You just like where it's a natural. Because BBLs are very, very easy to spot. Like they have not gotten the technology in the BBL, except maybe at the higher end. Because, again, like if you don't know it's a BBL, then it's a good BBL.
Yeah.
Same with a boob job. If you don't know, if it doesn't look like two rock hard globes, then I'm in. But as soon as I can sense that it's fake, like the Cheez-It, I don't want to be involved.
Yeah.
I don't want to fake butt or fake tits personally. But that's not, some men love it. They love a rock hard, bursting.
Like the bimbo core.
They like the bimbo core, yeah. And like
yeah.
all more power to them. I'm not, what's good for the goose is good. What I eat don't make you shit. I don't know. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, do your thing. If Jason doesn't want to put a battery in the camera and wants to use a cord, so it cuts out mid Kanye rant. And like, here's a man ranting about Kanye's rants, and like we're talking, how more meta can you get? Except I'm not going to say anything crazy because I'm scared. I don't want to say crazy. I don't have that in my heart, to be honest. But like, I can say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I can say some shit, but then there's a lot on the line for me. I'm not big enough. He's too big to fail, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my
They
contracts.
took $1 billion from bro, and he's still going.
Still going. He's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
He doubles down. He's like, I'm going to get even more German.
Yeah.
Fool is sick.
So insane, bro.
Check your star. Successful play. I love a successful play. Buy property. So basically, what is this? Chief Dr. Polo Cuddy can cure anything that ails you. These people look like they're in some sort of ceremony. What are they doing? What are these?
It's like a witch doctor. You know what I mean? Like some juju shit.
Yeah, but what part of the ceremony is with the stick in the mouth? Are they like, what are they doing with the little gourd?
Yeah. There's actually this references from a movie with these two actors. It's like these. It's like they're like just two like Nigerian like midget like comedians.
Okay.
Yeah. And like like in the movie they go to like a juju man or like who's their father really, and use that to like become rappers.
Oh,
so
okay.
So they go to the U.S., come back, and they got dreads. They're like fucking rich and balling and shit.
Yeah, there's that African version of Bollywood, right?
Yeah, Nollywood.
Nollywood, that's it. That's hard.
Yeah,
I fuck with it.
Yeah, these guys are Nollywood stars.
I fuck with any burgeoning new forms of cinema starting from the ground up. We're here to support that, of course. Let's keep it moving.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a group show segment over here which we're just gonna move past. This is the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What's the pricing like on these pieces? Can you say?
Next to gallery. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
Guillaume, we need a price sheet. We need a price sheet over here.
You need a price sheet?
Yeah. Just for my own personal set. Price sheet, please. Okay. Kidding, but not really. Listen, Dr.
Kevin Samuels.
People, I was going to tell you that some of these pieces are selling. The big ones are selling, which is a good indicator, because it means that people are getting in early on this man's work, which means that somewhere some of these pieces are going to end up in someone's warehouse, and it's going to be next to it's the guy that put the shark in the aquarium. Damien Hirst, Earl, like a bunch of European named artists whose names are escaping me right now because I haven't had lunch. But he'll be warehouse with those things, and they'll sit there. And then one day, when this man appreciates and his stock goes up, they're like, "I need a new chateau," and they pull out the Murray's piece and they go, "Give this to Michael over at Sotheby's because I need 1.6 to put not a new chateau, to put a new bathroom in my chateau." Yeah. And that's really all we need, right?
Yeah.
So you just need a new bathroom for the chateau, really.
With a seat that warms up.
This man, say his name again?
Kevin Samuels.
I keep forgetting. It's too many names.
Yeah.
That guy's,
I know everybody's first and last name.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels. Now, he was basically the internet's like, his whole bag was... He would get women on his live and say like, tell me what, he would have them rate themselves.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yo, what, and every girl would be like, I'm a 10.
Yeah,
and he'd be like, no, listen, do you have a job? Do you have kids? And he would just break them down.
Yeah.
Now you might want to say that he does have a misogynist leaning, but maybe not. Maybe he was just, maybe his maybe it was a misogyny. Maybe it was mishonesty.
Yeah.
About these women.
He's just being rational.
Maybe he's who knows?
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it is that the CIA decided to kill him because he was being too honest. He was being too honest with women. And I think that he was ruffling the feathers of the power structure.
He's got to go.
Now I think, and the thing I didn't mark is it was black CIA that killed him, and black CIA is run by black women. So that's why they came after him. That's my theory. I can't prove this in court. I can't prove it in court. This is my theory. So rest in peace. Rest in peace to the boy. Rest in peace to him. And listen, I think that. I really enjoyed what he did, and I think it's very funny that
yeah.
All due respect, it's funny that he died. He went out fucking.
Yeah, he went out fucking, bro.
So he might have been on the fucking probably on the honey pack.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you a fan of the honey pack? You ever?
I haven't tried the honey. I fucked with the Rhino before.
The Rhino's a gas station pill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary shit.
Yeah, it's scary.
Everyone once in a while has had one of those.
Yeah.
I have had one. It makes your head hurt, it makes you sweat. And there's a variance in tenacity of your boner. I'm just gonna say they're not vetted.
Yeah.
They're not, that's just like some dudes in a garage with a logo.
But that's why I was scared of the honey, because after he died, I was like, I don't know if I want to fuck around with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know. He might have been having the honey pack with a couple lines of coke. Yeah. He might have some. Who knows?
That's
we
true.
got to. You know what? We need to unearth the toxicology on this man and figure out what really happened, because he was too young to die having sex.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're gonna die, there's worse ways to go.
Yeah.
I would like to die fucking.
At least.
Right?
Yeah.
It would be nice. It's terrible for the person you're having sex with.
Yeah. Traumatic. Right?
Traumatic. But then again, you could just be like, listen, this shit was so good, he died.
Just that killer pussy.
He died inside. He died inside me. I took his life. I wrapped my legs around this man and took his motherfucking life.
The soul snatcher.
And you know what? You're the soul snatcher. Literally snatched his soul. This shit has bodies on it. What happened to our? We lost our violinist. Can we get back? Okay, now is this the internet bird lady, or who's
it's a lemming.
a lemming? What's that?
Yeah, but it's a video game.
Oh.
Where but it's based off the animal and lemmings, right? Like lemmings.
Yeah, I know what a
are just
lemming
all
is.
followers, and
Do you remember when Stacey Dash was hot?
Yeah.
Before you knew about her politics, when she was in Kanye, and see this. Oh my God!
It comes back to Kanye.
It comes full circle because Kanye had her in All Falls Down video in the airport, and she's right wing.
Yeah.
He's always fucking Kaiser Soze. Kanye Soze has always been the bad. He's always been the bad guy. He can't help himself. He's always been a racist right wing son of a bitch. He's
crazy.
always been down with that shit.
Yeah,
because that's her shit.
That's her shit.
That's their connection is Trump.
She's all about it. Yeah, and
She lost her
she
fucking
denounced
mind.
that she's black. She's like, I'm not black.
That I love that. I love people that are transracial.
Yeah, she's like, that's for y'all.
Yeah, and then I think she moved. I think that her and Rachel Dolezal traded places.
Yeah.
Dolezal's like, I'll be black. She's like, I'll be white.
Yeah.
They moved because there is a giant. People don't know this about America, but there is a gigantic race chart, and there are swaps, and it happens. But you have to go through a whole quorum, and you got to talk to the elders, and like on both sides, and you have to deal with a whole panel. But like they switched, her and Rachel switched sides, and and again, like to each his own. Like I personally feel like, however the die was cast, that's what you are.
Yeah.
So embrace it. It's fine. It's fine. Right? It's going to be okay.
It'll be okay.
Because you know what? The tide, the pendulum swings, the tide turns. Even though, like I said earlier, the white people are coming back musically, right? Doesn't mean that they're on the upswing. Well, no, they're pretty. They've actually never let go.
Like the Culture Olympics. What do you mean? Like, do you think like white music coming back is gonna like push like a Western paradigm even further? Like,
well, the Western paradigm is getting pushed with black music too. It's just a different version of it.
Right.
We're still the exporters of all media. Still, it's the one thing we have left. America's done. We're cooked. The one thing we're holding on to. We have two things left. Okay, we have two things that are two very strong things. We're still the biggest exporters of media, and we're still the biggest military industrial complex with a fucking army base on every goddamn continent. So we have that. So at the end of the day, like, we still kind of like, even though we're getting our ass kicked and there's no such thing as the gold standard's done, the dollar's cooked, we're fucking, we're going to be paying $600 for a loaf of bread pretty soon. We still control media and we still control all the guns.
Yeah.
So, and like, it's so funny. It's so funny to think like that all the movies we've seen about like the good guy and the bad guy, and like, like the rebels, you watch Star Wars about the Rebel Alliance and like all these things that we watch and we're like rooting for like the righteous.
Yeah.
We are the bad guys. We are unilaterally the baddest bad guys on the planet.
It's fucking horrible.
We're horrible. We're really good at like masking it and being like, oh, this dick, like when we're kind of destabilize the government or pull out a dictator, we're 10 times worse than anyone because we're like, it's all cloaked in all this horse shit.
Yeah.
And we're terrible. We are the evil empire, literally.
Yeah.
And we get to enjoy, even at the lowest level, we get to enjoy the fruits of being connected to this evil thing. But like that might just be the way the world works.
Yeah.
Like someone's got to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm not endorsing it or saying it's good. I'm just saying that like I do get to enjoy the spoils of living inside the worst, most evil country in the world.
Hey, we're part of the empire. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey. I'm not Darth Vader, but
Yeah, like there's Darth Vader, and like I'm just like just a guy on one of the planets who's like, I got a little company. I'm just trying to make some space shirts and like fuck around a little bit. I'm on the internet, like, let me live. I don't condone this shit. I don't want to invade another country, but like, alternative, like, and we're all complicit. We all have blood on our hands.
Yeah.
If any, like, I'm sure 5 things that I'm wearing are directly connected to a 3-year-old working in a factory or something, or the iPhone or whatever the fuck.
You
right?
have to sacrifice literally everything.
Yeah.
Your entire way of living. Your entire way of life.
Like we're over here bitching about shit, and there's people who are literally like can't take a shit.
Yeah.
Like there's no, like they literally don't have a bathroom. And we're like, oh, I don't need a new car.
Gas is $5.
Yeah, gas $5, dude.
What the
Fuck. I need a new Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Well, now, the hero of the show, in my opinion, and one of the best pieces here is Mr. Charleston White.
Yeah.
Can we all get around it? This man is something else. He just got washed at one of his shows.
Yeah,
Did you see
that was sick.
That was pretty good because it's inevitable.
I got the back end already.
Like, I don't know how you can talk. I mean, again, he's trolling. He's a professional troll. He talks a lot of shit. And I don't know how you can talk this much shit and get away with it. And it caught up with him finally. And he got washed. And it's like, I love that he's like, I don't know how you can, like, I like when, like, someone's got to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Right? And there's the big bad guy, which we just spoke about. But then you have Charleston White, who's like, on a very small level, a little mediocre bad guy. And he's not scared to mace a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's just
Which is tight. I fuck with that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, then.
He's like, you want to fight? I couldn't do it personally.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would be too embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm probably gonna like take my lumps.
But he's like, I'm a pussy. I don't
I'm
care.
a pussy. Yeah, I'll call the cops
police.
and Mason,
Yeah, I'll call the police. I don't
It's pretty
care.
funny. And like the funny thing was, like, you know what is funny about this is like, it's kind of like I kind of understand where he's like, wait a minute, I should be able to say what I want and not get beat up.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
But
you also are poking a fucking, like, he's playing with fire.
Yeah.
But technically, I guess he's right. It's like he should be able to call the cops. It's not how I think. I never think about that, but I guess so.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
technically.
You know what I mean? Yeah, technically, if right now you slap the shit out of me, right?
Yeah.
Technically, my next move should be like 911. A man in a ski mask just slapped me in his gallery.
Yeah.
That's not going to be my reaction. I'm going to react physically and do the best I can to return that slap. But I should technically call the cops.
Yeah.
I should put this down and say, sir, I didn't like that. And now instead of retaliating and defending myself, I'm going to call the cops and I'm going to have you arrested. And they're going to take you to court. And through due process, you'll be penalized in some way for that slap.
Yeah.
Now that's the long road. Most people I know, if you slap them across the face, they're going to hit you back.
Immediately.
Right?
Yeah.
Immediately. On site.
Yeah.
But, technically that's not really the way the rules work, And then what could happen too is that, like, you could slap me and I could sock you and then you could sue me, which is the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Or you break into my house and, try to stab me and I shout you and then you sue
Which
me.
is something he would do, right? I think that was like one of his like first viral videos when he was just like, I sued every single job that I quit.
Yeah.
He's like, I wrote down everything they were doing wrong, sued them, and got paid.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Charleston White. I love this. By the way.
Yeah.
This is sick. This is a good one. I really like this one. I'm gonna take a picture of this one real quick. I think that I feel like my friend Nate would love this. Okay, so we're moving down the line.
Dr. Umar.
We're not going to even talk about Candace yet because that has probably made the best piece here. But Dr. Umar, he got caught. Didn't he get caught?
He got caught in the mall.
He got caught with a snow bunny.
With a
somewhere?
snow bunny.
That's so good. It's like no matter, like the most like the most adamant. Like it's always the case, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm over here always talking about like drink more water, take Magic Mind, eat natural, but like we all know that I'm home fucking just putting Snicker bars in my mouth like a pencil and a pencil sharpener. You know I am. You know I'm lying. Like I eat pizza every night, and I'm just I'm making myself throw up, and I just pretend because that's what Dr. Umar's whole stance is like. He's pro-African. He's anti. I don't know what he's anti, but he's pro-black woman. He's pro-black family, but he got caught with a snow bunny in the like. Don't take her to the mall.
Crazy, and he tried to say like she's Persian. He tried to like play it all.
Take her to the mini. Don't take her to the mall, man. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. He got busted. This is a good one too.
Yeah.
What's the significance of that's Babs?
Snow bunny.
Oh, duh.
Elmer Fudd, rabbit season.
Damn. See, the man's smart. You shouldn't have to explain. I feel like explaining it to me.
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
That's my fault because I don't know how to have an intelligent conversation about art because again, I'm not an art critic. I just like what I see. I like what you do, and I'm excited by your work because we come from a very similar background.
Oh yeah.
We come from the land of rap spray. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like to see when some of my comrades come out of that and start to live in another world and have access to doing other things, and I love to see it. So again, I don't have the language, I don't have the pedigree.
Me neither, guys.
To intellectually break down your work. All I can do is talk about what it is, and maybe I'm doing it a disservice, but I hope not. So don't listen to me. Let a smarter person come who has a PhD and understands your work more better than you do to explain it to the rest of the world because this is your subconscious is at work here. You don't know. Sometimes you don't even know why you're creating this shit.
I feel like for the most part it's like I gotta there's like something I want to put out there, portray and shit like that, but I can't do it verbally, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like, all right, well, like this is my thoughts and visualized type of shit, you know what I mean? Whatever, so.
No, that's what I think when I think about your work is like it's in the work, the satire, all the shit is there. So even explaining it is maybe doing a disservice. We're still over explaining it, but like it might be doing a disservice because this is coming from deep inside the id, the consciousness, your experiences, and that's why you painted the fucking Murray's can, and that's why that's why we have Candace Owens. This is my favorite piece. Sorry, my eye was drawn to this.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a polarizing figure? One is Mr. Policuddy, but also Candace. God bless her heart. And in the canon of in the halls of transracialism, light-skinned osity, her and Stacey Dash, they have to be best friends.
They got to be for
spiritually
sure.
on some level.
I'm positive they hang out together.
They got to hang out, and they got to have very similar theories. And Stacey seems a little more unhinged. She has I think that she's a provocateur, and like I think that she says things that make because every time she talks, I become furious.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I think she does it. I think she says things to be like she says crazy shit.
Yeah, I was telling the homie the other day. I was like, what I think she does is like. It's like money laundering, but for racism. You know what I mean? She's just like, it's like, I got these racist thoughts, but I can't really say it until she says it. And then I was like, yeah, black woman said this. And just use her as like a cover.
You sort of filter.
Yeah, exactly.
To filter your racism.
Yeah,
Anything. It's like you're saying like for black people, she's a racist thought money launderer against self-hatred.
No self-hatred, yeah. Or like just like for like a white person to just be like, oh, like she said it, so I can say it.
That's
you know what I mean?
What she's
yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
And she knows that she's shilling for white people.
Yeah.
And saying what she's basically portraying this image of what a racist white person wants from a black person.
Yeah.
They want her, and she's like, everything's fine. There's nothing wrong in America. There's what George Floyd should not have been wearing pants, or he should have never been on that street, or this is like BLM, like that's her whole stance. And like these guys are like, yes, thank you, Candace. And she's getting the bag, and that's the American way.
She's a
They'll
queen,
get her bag
queen
by any
grifter.
means. Yeah, she has a fucking. She's a grifter.
Yeah,
she's a scammer.
Yeah,
she's scamming. I would see. I would love her to have a Kanye-esque character arc. It's like one day she goes, fuck all y'all, and just
that'd be fire.
Reverses the whole shit because I was trolling.
Yeah,
I made $6 billion. Fuck Prager,
like
you suck my dick.
Camera.
Yeah, boom. Yeah. She just like pulls the curtain down and
Yeah.
it's just like crunchy black is back there and fucking.
Yeah. Yo, that would be the craziest shit. Just her getting off of work. Just fucking listen to trap music.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's not meant to be, and we're stuck with Candace. And this is also, look, another product of a deeply disturbed country called America, and we're inside of it. And again, I'm just a guy. I'm just trying to make my way, and I don't know how. I don't think I can affect change, and and I think that within 10 years we're going to see such severe climate change that this is going to be the last of our problems. Candace Owens is going to be the last of our problems.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to step outside and catch on fire pretty soon. So fuck it. We all know it's happening. None of us are acknowledging it, and no one wants to be real about it. So like, when did we at what point does it just turn into like complete like anarchy where people are just like quit working and start fucking in the street?
How did this happen? It's just been kind of bubbling up and happening for a cool minute.
But we're all just like, putting money in our 401k or whatnot and paying health insurance and trying to buy a house and like, but it's like we're going to be cooked in like fucking 8 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this summer was the craziest summer.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die.
And all the billionaires, they got their houses in Bozeman, Montana, and New Zealand, and they got the bunker, and they got all the food, and like they're gonna wait it out, and they're gonna crawl out when after the nuclear winter, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore, guys. What a great show, Powerful Truth Angels, Polo Cuddy, and Good Mother Gallery. Thank you so much for listening, coming, watching, Jason. I hope you didn't lose that piece. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Guillaume, and the gallerist. What's her name again? I want to shout her.
Vanessa.
Shout out to Vanessa also for opening up the gallery for us. Shout out to the slug.
And the woman with the violin, I forgot her
Shout out to
name.
the woman with the violin who just disappeared. Somebody was trolling and sent a violinist to disturb us during our show.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever painted the snail with the skull back. Shout out to Ozzy piece over that's clearly Ozzy.
Yeah.
Right? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the boys. Shout out to Devin Book. That's Devin Book. Shout out to Devin Reynolds.
Devin Reynolds, don't kill us on the boat.
Don't kill us
man.
on the boat, man. I'm terrified of this boat. I'm scared of this excursion. I'm really genuinely scared of this boat. So if I die on the boat, I don't want. It's not a good way to go for me. I don't want to die on the water. But if I do die, just kick my body off the boat and let something eat me because
the seagulls and the sharks.
Yeah, seagulls. Let me just be some sort of bloated carcass. And I want to end up as a skeleton on the bottom of the ocean, just cackling and living out the rest of my dead existence as an aquarium skeleton. What? Who gives a fuck? See you later. Bye.